Hi everyone, and welcome back to Retrospectreviews. My name's Vince, and in this episode we're going to be talking about what games do I have on my N64. This is my original N64 because I never owned an N64 back in the day, and I just happened to come across this one cheap. So I don't have a lot of games for this. The games that I do have for my N64 are, starting off with Tetris.
Tetris turns Tetris on its ear by asking you to yank Tetris-shaped blocks out of the pit rather than stacking them up, further complicating the matter by making the pit into a rotating ball with several onion-like layers composed entirely of blocks to be removed. If you can pull off enough pieces to expose a stretch of the ball's glowing core, you win and move on to the next stage. If you screw up and take too much time figuring out how to pull blocks off the ball, a block gets added to the surface as punishment, with a maximum of 2 permanent errors before the third ends your game.
So a game that I went out and brought when I got my N64 is Beetle Racing. So if you haven't heard about this game, you basically race in V-dub Beetles, and it's probably one of the most underrated racing games out there for the N64. So if you haven't played this yet, try to get yourself a copy, and I guarantee you will have fun.
Beetle Adventure Racing supports up to 2 players. 2-player races can be held in any of the tracks, provided they have been unlocked in the single-player championship. 2 to 4 players can also take part in the Beetle Battle mode, a vehicle combat mode in which players compete to collect 6 different coloured ladybugs, attempt to destroy the other competitors, and race for the exit once the ladybugs are collected. Single player has 2 modes, single race and championship. Single race is a single player racing against computer controlled vehicles of any stage that has been unlocked in the championship mode. Championship is considered the main game, where players are given 3 circuits starting with novice, advanced and professional, with a 4th secret circuit, the bonus circuit, which is unlocked after completing all previous circuits. Upon completing each circuit, new vehicles and tracks will be unlocked. 2 special vehicles are unlocked by completing both professional and bonus circuits, the Alien Beetle and the Police Beetle, retrospectively. The Alien Beetle horn consists of the words "We come in peace," spoken in an alien voice. The Police Beetle uses a siren, in which all the computer racers stop and pull over upon hearing it. 4 different types of crates are scattered along each track in championship mode. 3 of them are point crates, which are mostly found off tracks in shortcuts. The points are used to earn continues during each race, with between 50 and 70 required to get the continue depending on difficulty. Finding all point crates, which add up to 100 in total, give players a new arena in the Beetle Battle mode. Upon smashing through crates, the player is given the temporary boost of speed. These crates are usually found on hidden paths and behind the main road. The 4th crate is a cheat crate, hidden on each stage. Smashing one, the player would hear Groovy. Smashing a cheat crate the first time unlocks the cheat mode menu, which offers cheat codes in both 2-player racing and Beetle Battle. The cheat menu has an Easter egg in which all developers of the game have their faces scattered on the background of the menu.
One of the other games I've got on the N64 is Mortal Kombat 4. Came with the system. Not a huge Mortal Kombat fan. Mortal Kombat kind of wrecked arcades for me, and that's my little pet peeve when I talk about when me and my mates used to go to arcades. Nothing more frustrated me than walking into my favourite arcade and it suddenly became the Mortal Kombat arcade. There was Mortal Kombat arcade machines everywhere. Trying to find another game that wasn't a Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat was nearly impossible. And they took out my favourite game, which was Kadash. That was the last time I seen that arcade machine, and I have not seen that arcade machine anywhere ever again. So I do have Mortal Kombat, the original, on the Mega Drive. Don't really play them.
Mortal Kombat 4 is played in a similar way to the previous titles from the series, with some changes. MK4 introduces a limited weapons system, allowing each character to take out a special weapon using a set button combination. Once equipped, the weapons are permanently used through the punch buttons. This includes swinging, clubbing, and even tossing the weapons. The weapons can also be purposely dropped in similar fashion to the arena objects such as severed heads and rocks. If an opponent's weapon is dropped, the other character is able to pick it up and use it. By sidestepping, the player is able to move in a 3D manner, shifting the camera angle, preventing both characters from holding up the weapons or objects they had on the ground. MK4 added a maximum damage cap to the game's combo system, automatically breaking combos if they deal over a set amount of damage to a player, and thus preventing infinite combos, even though this cap can be removed with a code. Unlike Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which contain multiple finishing moves of various kinds, Mortal Kombat 4 only has 2 fatalities per character, and 2 stage fatalities that can only be done in certain arenas and involve the character throwing the opponent to part of that arena where he or she dies. Unlike the first 3 games, this game does not include unplayable boss characters except for Goro from the home version.
So another game that was recommended to me when I told people that I got an N64 was Diddy Kong Racing. A person I know raved about this game. Apparently when he had an N64 back in the day and had this game, he completed it, and he told me, don't be surprised when you complete it that the track then has to be completed backwards. So I haven't got up to that point yet. So I'm looking forward to completing Diddy Kong one day. And yeah, so Diddy Kong, great game. If you haven't got it, go out and try to get it.
In Diddy Kong Racing, players can choose one of 8 characters, who have access to 3 different types of vehicles: a car, a hovercraft, and an aeroplane. The car is the all-round vehicle, however it is the slowest on surfaces such as sand and water. The hovercraft is designed for both sand and water areas, but lacks in acceleration and maneuverability. The aeroplane is designed to access aerial areas. It is good at accelerating and maneuvering, however it has the slowest speed. Each track has a set of boosters known as zippers that temporarily boost the player's speed, as well as featuring regenerating balloons of various colours that provide power-ups. Racetracks contain non-regenerating bananas that add to speed when they are picked up. A maximum of 10 bananas will provide the speed, but can also be obtained to prevent other players from gaining speed. If a racer gets hit, 2 bananas will be deducted. In Adventure Mode, players control the racer of their choice to progress through the story. Players begin on Timber's Island, which consists of 5 interconnected worlds: Dino Diamond, Snowflake Mountain, Sherbet Island, Dragon Forest, and Future Funland. The game also features 4 battle modes, which consist of 2 deathmatch maps, a capture the flag style battle, and a mode which involves opponents capturing eggs.
So lastly, the only boxed N64 game that I have is Mission Impossible. So I think the only thing I'm missing is the cardboard sleeve, and I think I got the manual. So this is the only box game. I haven't really played it. It's to me, it kind of reminds me of the 007 N64 game. I guess that's what they were trying to go for when they made this.
Mission Impossible is a single-player action-adventure game loosely based on the 1996 film of the same name, where the player controls Ethan Hunt from a third-person perspective through 20 levels. In each level, the player must complete a number of objectives that include collecting items, interacting with computers, setting explosives on targets, and neutralizing specific enemies. The game generally requires the player to exercise caution and restraint in carrying out these objectives. Outright use of violence is generally discouraged, and it is easy to fail a level by accidentally shooting the wrong non-player character. Mission Impossible was considered a commercial success and sold more than 1 million copies as of February 1999. The game was received with mixed reviews from critics, with frequent comparison to the 1997 title GoldenEye 007. Although it varied levels and objectives received some praise, the game was generally criticized for its inconstant gameplay and slow controls. A port of the game with lighting effects, voice acting, and other minor improvements were released for the PlayStation console in 1999.
So that's my N64 collection. No, it's not big, but that's the start. Now the N64 games, you can get some at reasonable price, but for some reason, I guess it's the N64 generation are wanting these things now, so they're really expensive, especially the most popular titles. But I'll just keep an eye out, and when things come up, I will grab them. So I got my N64. It's only I need to get the expansion memory. I did get 2 joysticks with it, and all the PowerPoint and the AV cable. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't like it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you will be notified every time I upload a new video every Friday. So once again, thanks for watching, and catch you next week.